What's up everybody, it's KB the Dragon. Sorry about the voice today, but the allergies are hitting me harder than a 120 hand cannon with kill clip. But today I'm going to show off a PvE build that I've been loving a lot in Season 14. I like to call it the Wrath of Galanor. It's a highly flexible and fun build that can be tweaked to fit a lot of different weapon choices. And if you enjoyed the vid and would like to see more content like build videos and weapon reviews, leave a like, comment, and please subscribe. We just hit 100 subscribers and we're just not going to stop there. And with that out of the way, let's get started. First, let's go over the armor. The exotic for this build is the old forsaken favorite, Shards of Galanor. This exotic has great synergy with the War Mindset part of this build, as well as giving you more supers per activity with the perk Sharp Edges. Sharp Edges can refill about 50% of your super meter with the max amount of hits and kills with your Blade Barrage, giving you more chances for heavy single target damage or crowd control. As for the rest of your armor, make sure that at least 3 of your armor pieces are solar affinity so you can use the proper mods for the build. The mods that we're going to be using are the Wrath of Rasputin, Burning Sails, and Blast Radius. Wrath of Rasputin is the centerpiece of the build, allowing you to spawn Warmind Sails by defeating enemies with solar splash damage. A lot of weapons and perks can proc this effect. To name a few, the Incendiary Grenades on the Gunslinger class, the Blade Barrage super, as well as Firefly and Chain Reaction. Working with Wrath of Rasputin, we have Burning Sails. After you spawn a Warmind Sail, you get to shoot them to have them explode, dealing damage. The explosion deals massive damage, but on top of that, enemies that survive will also start to burn thanks to Burning Sails. This also feeds into your ability Burning Edge, which charges your dodge ability while they burn. Defeating those burning targets also activates Playing with Fire that recharges your knife. To round out the Warmind part of this build, we have Global Reach, which is a universal mod that extends the effective range of your Warmind explosions and effects, allowing the sails to clear rooms on their own instantly. It essentially turns your Warmind sails into a nuke. The next set of mods is a mini charge with light engine. This combo includes Blast Radius, which is a solar mod normally, but during Season 14 it's an artifact mod that charges you with light with double kills from grenade launchers and rockets. You also use High Energy Fire that gives you a weapon damage buff while you're charged with light, but consumes a stack with each kill. This helps to increase the likelihood of defeats to keep the Warmind engine going. And with that, those are the mods that need to be used. If you don't want to use rockets or grenade launchers in your weapon setup, I would say try a little Elemental Well engine using Explosive Well Maker that creates Elemental Wells by rapidly defeating combatants, and Well of Life that increases your regeneration for a short period with the wells. Now, for the icing on top, we have the Season 14 Artifact mod, Energy Accelerant, that makes spawning Warmind Sails even more consistent by increasing the power of Dragonfly, Chain Reaction, and Firefly. This build is still fine without this mod, but it makes it more consistent. Anything else is determined by your weapon selection, such as your ammo finders and scavengers. As for stats, shoot for high intellect and discipline to make use of your Blade Barrage as often as possible, and your nade, since it can easily make Warmind Sails as well, as long as you use the Incendiary Grenade. The rest of Middle Tree Gunslinger can help to cool down the rest of your abilities for use. And for the dodge, use Marksman's Dodge to keep the pressure up with instant reloads for your grenade launchers. Now, let's move on to the weapons. Your weapon choices are fairly flexible. Exotics like Ace of Spades, Sunshot, Tiku's Divination, and Xenophage all can create Warmind Sails, so you can use those as a base. Solar grenade launchers like the Empty Vassal can also spawn the Warmind Sails. The Solar Scarf from Trials and the Cold Duella from Battlegrounds both drop with Chain Reaction, allowing them to make Warmind Sails as well. In the end, if you want to make sure that every weapon in your loadout is capable of making these sails, Bungie giving a few more weapons Firefly gives you a couple more options in the primary slot to use, such as Fatebringer, Kratos Revenge, and the Hung Jury, since they can all roll with Firefly, which deals solar explosion damage on headshot kills. Even the Heavy Machine Gun Corrective Measure can drop with Firefly, making it capable of making the sails that you need. So you have a nice selection to cater to the different modifiers and artifact mods as we go from season to season. A few example builds would look like this: Ace of Spades, Empty Vessel, and Cold Duello. Or try Kratos Revenge with Firefly, Sunshot and Solar Scar with Chain Reaction. Play around with your weapon choices and find what best works for you. The Wrath of Galanor build is definitely one of my favorite PvE builds to use. Spawning Warmind Sails and clearing entire rooms is insanely satisfying, and I highly recommend you try this out for yourself. I use it anytime my hunter goes into PvE from strikes to raids. I would say the only content that is hard to use in will be Grandmaster Nightfalls, since this build relies heavily on getting kills to produce the sails that you need. But if you get a chance to try this setup, tell me how you like it, and if you find some other mods that can create crazy synergy with it, let me know in the comments below. Thank you guys for 100 subscribers, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.